Whew. I had to pick the hottest day to do this, didn't I? But it's going to rain this weekend, so I got to get it done tonight. I'm firing up the foundry, I'm going to try and melt some metal, and I'm going to try and cast something. I've been preparing this week. I welded up an ingot mold, and I cut up a bunch of pieces of aluminum rims. Aluminum rim I cut up into a bunch of pieces on my bandsaw. And after doing that, it took me like hours. And I really want to make my foundry be able to process the entire rim, just put the whole thing in and have it melted. But that's getting ahead of myself, because tonight I'm just going to try and cast a part. If you remember, I was working on rebuilding a grinder that I have, and I came across the wheel here that's just terrible. It was just a terrible casting that it could break. So I was going to order a part, and it's only like $15, but still, I realized that I really have no excuses left. I have to try and cast something now. Sorry for the quickness of this video, but I'm losing daylight, and I want to get this thing fired up. So let's fire it up. Hold on. See, here's the thing. This isn't entirely done. The top is just sitting on there, and it is pretty heavy. But I can lift it, and I'm just gonna have to, for now, when I want to take the top off, lift it and put it on my welding table. So let's see if I can do that. All right. It's doable, I think. Oh man. I'm gonna have to come up with a solution for that, but for now, oh, it's warm and all there already. Okay. The timing of this is also good because I just built a sandbox for my kids, and got a little extra sand for Dad. When I do a project, I never just do one thing around it. There's always something else going on. Okay, let's see. It's gonna be higher. So when I filtered out the sand, I dried it in the sun and then sifted it again in front of a fan. My thought was that I could get rid of some of the really fine stuff that might not be great for the gases that have to escape. So from what I understand, the lost foam method, you need sand that'll let the gases out, because all this foam is going to vaporize, and so it has to go somewhere. I think that was stupid drilling a hole in this foam now, because I think the sand's going to get in it. I'll try and pour the sand around. Looking at this, I honestly can't see how it would work. I mean, I've seen people do it, but like, I feel like as soon as the aluminum goes in, it's just going to collapse or something. I guess we'll find out. Oh, okay, so I got a fire extinguisher nearby. I'm going to turn on the garden hose. What am I forgetting? Oh, something to scoop the dross. So that's interesting. It's not really melting so much as it's like kind of crumbling. So the tires almost caught fire. Alright, so update. It looks like the pieces are melting, at least they've fallen down to the bottom of the crucible, so it appears to be kind of melted, not completely though. Can't really describe the texture. It's almost like a crumbly cake. It's really weird. Alright, so I've actually been at this for a good 20-25 minutes. Honestly, I thought this was going to be like all melted in 10 minutes. Shows what I know. It's starting to melt, and I think I can see shiny aluminum at the bottom, like molten aluminum. But I am going to have to put quite a few more pieces in to fill it up. So, let's see how it's looking. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can focus. That's hot. All right, it looks liquid. Oh, let's find out. It's very full. Holy cow, that's warm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on the dross scoop. Oh, that was not a smart idea. Okay. I've never seen this much molten metal. I've never poured molten metal before. Okay. Oh man. Oh. Shit. I don't know how to get. Here goes nothing. I don't think that worked. I do not think that worked at all. Oh. Think it's solid? Ugh. I was thinking, what is that awful smell? Why is the sand so stinky? And I remembered it's the, it's not the sand, it's the foam. Alright. Who knows? Has it been long enough? Can't imagine this thing is molten still. Here goes. And... oh, whoa, no way. What? 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 Oh, no, that still stinks. Get it away from here. Oh, all right. That's just the coolest thing ever. I mean, it looks like shit, yeah, but it didn't really blow out. I thought this was just going to have gone everywhere. Take a closer look here. You can see on the bottom it did kind of come down a little bit. That's weird. I don't know why it did that. And the round part isn't very round. Looks pretty crappy actually. But I mean, for the most part, it kept the shape. I mean, this might actually even be usable. I'm tempted to put it in the lathe and turn it down and see what happens, but I have a feeling that the diameter here is not quite big enough. Alright, so I couldn't help myself. I chucked it up in the lathe and took a few passes, and by a few passes I mean like an hour and a half of turning this down slowly, and I think it's going to be usable. It's got enough meat on it that I can machine it down to this dimension, and it'll be good. It's kind of destroying my lathe tools because there's a lot of sand in the metal. Yeah. I think when the foam went into the sand, it kind of bent or warped a little bit, or maybe that happened when the metal was pouring in, because it looks even more misshapen than the crappy foam that I made. Really happy with how the ingots turned out, but of course they're just ingots, so it's probably hard to screw those up. But still, they came out of the mold really easily. I was worried that these really snotty welds were going to like hold up the aluminum and make it hard to get out. Nope, not a problem at all. Just they came right out. What else? Oh man, I'm never going to do lost foam casting again with that stuff. The smell was just, it wasn't something I was prepared for. I didn't realize how awful burning styrofoam smells. Alright guys, please leave your comments down below. Let me know what I did wrong, things that look like went pretty well for me, maybe things I should have done differently or try. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you next time. So that was a project that I've been talking about for maybe 2 years now, and I finally melted metal, and I poured it, and I made something. It's not great, but